Hello, everybody. It's Billy, the Crafty Floridian, and you see all my empty shelves and all the stuff I got to pack up to get mailed out of here. I just wanted to come on and just give you an update and say thank you. I have so many people to thank. This was actually it was like 7 hours. It was what was it, almost 4 hours the first night, and it was three and a half almost. So it's almost an 8 hour worth of auction, and it's over. And first of all, I want to apologize to the people that donated things that we didn't get around to, but it just took a. The donations were just amazing, and there were so many. And I thank you very much. I'm so sorry I didn't get to the other stuff, but maybe we'll do another auction. Um, not I think somebody had mentioned maybe Christmas, but we will see. We'll just see how things go. I'm going to take August and do a little sabbatical and just kind of rest up, and I'm really tired. I tell you, I went to bed last night. I think it was about 2 o'clock. I'm not. I'm more of a night owl than I am a morning person. So I think it was like 2 o'clock. I'm not sure, but I think it was 2 o'clock when I went to bed. I didn't wake up till 12:30 this afternoon. That's the longest I have slept in probably 20 years. I mean, I just the last couple days were just, you know, just couldn't get things working right in my body, and it's sore and from sitting and all that stuff. But doing pretty good. I haven't had any problems with the neuropathy, but who wants to hear all that crap? So first of all, I want to do some thank yous. First of all, I want to thank Kimmy from Boggy Creek Camp. She's one of the directors or uh, there. She's very much involved in all the activities and stuff at Boggy Creek. I want to thank her for coming on for auction number one and joining me. I know that was a long night for her too. And but thank you, Kimmy, so much. If you watch this, um, I still got my sign up, Boggy Creek sign. I They had sent some bags that had that, and I cut that out and glued it there. So anyway, that's where that came from. But Kimmy, I want to thank you. I appreciate it very, very much, and your enthusiasm and helping me in auction number one was priceless. Thank you so much. Secondly, I want to thank Joanne. Joanne is Canadian, and she was in charge of the spreadsheet and keeping you all straight. When she says don't talk while the bids are going on, that means no talking while the bids are going on. But she did a marvelous job. She kept everything straight, and it was very difficult for her to follow me. I'm so glad that we did everything by numbers so that she could follow because I was bouncing around. I was thinking what would good go now, what we need to get out of up and on the auction block, and it was like my brain was like all over the place. But I think we did. I had a hard time with um, doing the photos because once I brought one photo in, then that file disappeared. So I had to go and search for it again, and it was downloads and all that stuff. And maybe there's a slideshow, maybe there's another way to do it, but I don't want to. I don't want to do it. I mean, I don't want to learn that. I really don't. It's really hard going trying to get it to bring it up, and I don't have the upgrade. I just have what we what you get for free. So that was a little bit tough for me to do. But thank you, Joanne, from the bottom of my heart. You did an excellent job keeping me straight and also recording all the bidders' names and the amount of the bid. I really appreciate it. Secondly, I'd like to thank, I think it was just two, Colette and Brian Brown and Colette. They came on two of our subscribers that came on and showed that they had a large amount of blankets and shawls, both of them, and it was a real relief to have them come on and show their items instead of me showing pictures because they had some beautiful stuff and to see it up close and live meant a great deal. And I think you get to see the stitching and the yarn work and the great work and the colors and everything much better. So, and thank you, Brian, for helping to keep me straight on auction 1 and 2. And he was just so put himself out there for me, and I sure do appreciate it. And it's not, I know I need help, and I know you got to ask me because I'm not going to ask you because I'm old and I want to do it. I want to do it. I can do it myself. It just makes it more difficult. So I appreciate y'all jumping in, full, full, all both legs and hands, and helping me. It was just so nice. And of course, I want to thank the um, the Boggy Brigade members, um, the active members, um, Lynanne from Nina's Knots, Lynette from Charm Grammy, Mama Swift from Mama Swift, and Lynette from I got her, and Jaxie from Creations by Jaxie. I want to thank you girls so much. And Nancy, she's got yarn too. I was going to make her last because she was very important. They're all important. Everybody's important. I'm not saying one is more important than the other, but Nancy is the what do you call the primary. She started this stuff, right? She started this, so we got to give her. But thank you, girls, so much for coming on and showing your items, and it was really gave me a break, and I appreciate it very much. I also, well, and then I want to thank Nancy. Thank Nancy for coming through there at the end so we could reach a goal. And she just went crazy and making sweaters and bags as we're bidding. And it was just amazing what she has done to help me. And I can't begin to thank those people for that. And Nancy brought us Boggy Creek through her mother, and I've been with them. Well, we're going on for this is what the fourth year, I guess. Yeah, one, two, one, two, one. I went, two I didn't, three I did. So, or two, I don't know. It's been what 3 years. This is the fourth year, or something like that. So I've been there since day one, and we did. Nancy, Lynette, and I did the first Boggy Creek, and we've been going strong since. I bop in and out. It depends on how I feel, and the girls are very understanding on that. So whatever I can do to help push things along and keep them all straight and have fun and see all these beautiful blankets. And I like to see them up close, and hopefully this year we could see the blankets a little bit slower, maybe, so we could see up close. And Nancy's got a better setup now, a better computer, so maybe we can see some of the detail, some of the blankets. And I think that's marvelous. And the blankets will start August the 1st. What day is this? Is the 28th, so that's end of this week. Yeah, end of this week. So she will be accepting new blankets, and she has a new address. So be sure you check that you have her current address before you send your boxes out. If you've got big bags, it is going to be a little bit cheaper if you put them in a bag and then tape it up real good, and it will be cheaper to mail out. If you got onesie, twosie blankets, that kind of stuff. Because that's what I've done with some of these. I think I ran out of bags, so I might have to box everything. We'll see. And then lastly, I want to thank you. I want to thank all of you for your support for Boggy Creek Camp, and I did did had to go last night when I finally was able to come back in here and sit. I added up, and people were giving a little extra for shipping and wherever we needed it, and then we have one supporter who keeps paying me over and over again for the same item. But what the heck? I'm just gonna, she'll know. She'll know if she wants it back, she can have it back. But I'm just gonna keep it. I'm just gonna keep your money. You keep giving it to me, and I try to keep giving it back to you. So with the extra money that people were just sending in, and with we got some super chats, which it doesn't, they take 30% of it or something like that. So it wasn't, it was like it came out to like 20 some dollars or something eventually. So I added it all in, and the grand total was $11,673. $11,673. That's how much we raised in 8 hours for Boggy Creek Camp. And I can't thank any of you more. And you all were an important clog in this wheel that we've got going for Boggy Creek. And last night, here's what I did. I shouldn't do things early in the morning, like 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, right? I went through their list on Amazon wish list, and I went through and I ordered up to, I had transferred 5,500 plus the check, which is 5,700, into my checking account. And then I said, well, I'm going to go in before I transfer this money to go ahead and order the stuff that the highest order was, the insect repellent and all that, because we really need it down here right now with the heat and the mosquitoes and the bugs. It's just awful. And with the rains, they need the ponchos and all that stuff. So I went and I ordered. I think the amount was 5,300, and then um, and then taxes were a lot. But anyway, say $5,500 worth of items. So when I went in to put in, they had my account number and everything. But then when you're supposed to put in your little CVV number, whatever it is, I put the wrong number in. And they didn't give me a chance to go back and put the right number. So I had to go and search for my card to get the number on the back of it. And anyway, they canceled everything. So now I got to order it all over again. And I'm going to do that right now and get those things out to them that they need. And it's the highest. I went the highest, the high, and then needs. And that's the way I ordered it. I was going to do it on with all of us, but then I thought, wait a minute, that's going to be too difficult, because everybody, opinions are like, well, the saying is opinions are like a-holes. Everybody's got one, right? So I just thought, well, I've been dealing with this. I see this stuff. I've gone through this list 100 times. So I'm going to just go ahead and order what we can, and for now, for what they need, and then the money that we raised on the auction number 2 will go for the shoes and the clothes and stuff like that. And but this will get some of the primary stuff that they need out first, to them first. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to go on tonight. And right now, what is it? 9 o'clock? 9:24. They make everything so tiny. Have you noticed that on these cotton picking computers? I know you can make it larger, but if you make it larger, then it chops off everything else. So it's just a pain in the butt. Is what it is. So that's that's I think the auction was a tremendous success, and I think I think we're going to meet our goal and maybe purchasing everything on their list, and that would make me very happy. And but I will make sure that they get $1,000 worth of the little Visa cards or whatever, so that they can use those. Like Kimmy said, when somebody needs something, that they can run to the store and get it and use those cards. So, and you can only in certain cards you can only buy in certain increments. So I'm going to do that, but we'll do that on the next load. So let's see, what else have I got to say? I only have, I think it's only three people that haven't paid, and that is Wendy, Michelle, and Christina 1609 or something like that. What was her? Anyway, Christina. So we have those three people that haven't paid yet, and everybody's anxiously waiting to ship out the items that you bought. So um, if you would belly up. I know I've got one that's going to pay later this week, and that's we've got that all worked out. She and I are okay on that. So that's the scoop. And I'm now going to. I've got the biggest job left, and that's getting all the items that there are multi items for one single person. So I'm going to line everything up on my shipping table there, and then start packing. And then you have to do the. Then you have to. I got to change the. I'm glad you reminded me that I've got to change the cartridge on my printer, and then print the labels, and then get them to the mailman. So I think we're going to be okay. So thank you all again. I appreciate all the support. It's just unbelievable. You people are so wonderful, just wonderful. So everybody, give yourself a big pat on the back. I can't reach my back. My arms are short. They're fluffy and short. But give yourself a pat on the back because you did a marvelous job, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Whew, I don't want to get emotional. So what I'm going to say is I'll see you on the next video, and I'll give you a rundown. Next video, I'll give you a rundown on everything that we purchased, and that'll be the next video. And then hopefully I've got things that I have to make. I've got a ton of bowl cozies to make, and damn it, dolls and bags. Man, I'll tell you, I'm going to be busy for a long time. So, but at my own pace. I don't rush. I don't put any pressure on myself. I don't want to get, high blood pressure. I don't want to, got to take care of myself here. So I want to say good night. Have a great week, and I'll see you on the next video.